Hey guys, JB6481 here with the Marvel Legends review on the MODOK series variant to the Thor Buster Iron Man. This is the Destroyer armor, just in time for Thor the movie coming out in 2011, guys. We have on call here Mr. Magus.
Yo.
Along with El Chirua 101.
What's up?
So guys, El Chirua, what do you think of this figure, man? I know you got like 4 or 5 of them, right? You know, you're pretty stoked on this figure. What do you think about this guy?
Well, just the fact that I have more than one pretty much says it all. I think it's a figure that complements well the character, especially from the comic book. The paint job is extraordinary, and as well as the articulation. I know that he's a variant for the Thor Buster, but just the way that they set him up and the mold and the paint job that they did really complements the character in itself. And I enjoy it. I always add it to my collection, and I like what it has to offer. You know, and I think Toy Biz just hit the nail on the head there when they brought this figure out to the community.
Great, it's a very good idea, or very good comments there. Magus, what do you think, bud?
I think this is a dope-ass figure. It's one of the most sought-after figures within the Marvel Legend realm. No one that I've seen showed them in the display yet.
Okay, Mom.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, son. Thank you. My loud ass kids. They're also for sale. But yeah, I'm willing to trade my son for a Destroyer. But yeah, this is a dope figure. I have not seen anyone since I've been in the community put him in the display as of yet. We're not all rich and wealthy like my good friend El Churro here to have multiple figures. I don't own one, but I do give JB big props for being able to snag one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, if you're lucky enough to get one of these guys for really, really cheap, jump on this dude. I mean, he is somewhat expensive. I picked him up for $30 on eBay. Me and El Churro was on the call. I was just happened to be searching, and I was like, hey, Destroyer, $30. I'm jumping on it. So, I mean, if you find this guy for cheap, do it. You know, don't even think about it. Just do it. To kind of comment on Magus's thing, I did see somebody with a display of, if you guys ever watch KJ Hulk, which if you've been living under a rock for the past year, you don't know who he is, but KJ Hulk has done a display with this guy with the Fantastic Four. I'll try to link that video actually for you guys to watch it, and we'll put it right there. Yeah, we'll put it right there.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's got one. I'll see if I can find it.
I don't watch KJ Hulk videos because I'm very jealous of him.
Nice.
What up,
So,
KJ?
So let's go over the paint job on this guy. I mean, this guy's paint job, as El Chirua mentioned, is excellent. So fucking sick. I mean, it's got all this gray and black wash into the figure itself. I mean, it's pretty much all it is. It's just a gray, black, silver wash all over the figure. You have these little bubbles here with blue on the legs, and of course on the wrists and arms itself. And of course you had the mask, which is let's get a little closer look on that for you guys. It's got these wicked blue eyes, or blue slits here, and it has no expression at all. I mean, this obviously is a variant to an Iron Man figure, of course, but you know, they have expression somewhat in a lot of the Iron Man figures. You know, just at least the mouth or something. But this guy has nothing. Just has the eyes here. So great figure. Articulation is really good too. If you have the Thor Buster, which a lot of people do, very inexpensive. And he actually has the same articulation as the Thor Buster. Of course, he has the diaphragm joint, ratchets. Shoulder joint here. Bicep swivels at the wrist. Articulated hands. They do not have our individual finger articulation. That kind of upsets me a little bit, just because he just has this random finger out pose here. We'll zoom out a little bit here for you guys. So, what other comments you guys have on this guy? I mean, obviously, everybody is wanting to get this particular figure. What other comments do you guys have? Anybody?
Well, like you reiterated, I think the two-tone that they expressed on the figure was just like right on, because like again, the figure looks very good with the way they use kind of like the smoke ash gray, and then they based it with some black. They just put the colors just in the right spots, because it again, it complements the pecs, the more areas that define the muscles on the suit itself. Again, my knowledge was limited initially on the figure and the character per se, but I picked them up anyway. But they told me that it's actually a bad guy. I thought it was just another suit for Iron Man. I don't want to sound like there's ignorance in my knowledge of Marvel, but again, it's not a character I knew too much of. But just again, the character just looks great, and the way they put it together. But you hit it when you said the colors, because the color was great. Again, okay, the phalanges or whatever, the fingers, they do have limitations. But you know what? In all respect, given that the figure is more like a battle drone, the fact that you can at least move the hands, there's articulation, by the metacarpal and the wrist. The fact that you can see that and you can pose him blasting stuff out, it's great. It does real well with the figure.
Definitely. It's kind of like a huge gun barrel. I mean, he has that kind of look to him, where it's just a huge piece of metal with articulation. So that's awesome. Magus, do you have any additional comments?
Oh, of course I do. With the new Thor movie coming out, they're going to remake this figure. I'm kind of an old school guy. I always like original. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing I do like about the up and coming new Destroyer is the spikes, and this particular figure doesn't have those. Those are a very intimidating and great addition to this figure, because he is such a badass figure. You can literally picture the spikes being on him. So that will be one of the things that I will look forward to seeing in the new up and coming Destroyer. This one, I wish he did have the spikes. I think that's something that should always have been on him.
Yeah, I agree.
For El Toro, if I'm not mistaken, that was Odin's armor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was initially built by Odin. You're exactly right. So
you're probably right, but you know what? You could have just planted a seed right now, because it's not going to surprise me if Enium or Solid or somebody is going to go ahead and start a custom and make it look like the one of the up and coming movie. So you probably just started something there now, started a wave. So it would surprise me if in the next few weeks somebody has a nice custom. They put a video or we see it somewhere on eBay.
Yeah, we're kind of doing this video on Tiny Chat here, so we got some people just randomly trying to fish here, so trying to avoid that. Here's a quick size comparison with the Series 3 Thor.
Real quick, if anyone don't have this person muted, just go ahead and mute them.
Please.
If you mute them, we'll eliminate them.
Thank you, Magus. Mac, thank you. So, with the size comparison, I mean, the Destroyer armor is actually supposed to be it's supposed to be like this. He's supposed to be very huge. So, that kind of disappoints me as far as the size. I mean, I know it's a variant. And with the Thor Buster Iron Man, let's go ahead and get that guy out here as well. I mean, it's the exact same size as the Thor Buster Iron Man. Looks exactly the same. There's obviously, with the paint being a difference. The only other difference is, of course, is the chest piece, and then there's a piece that crosses over here above that chest piece in front of his neck. So those are really the main differences between the two figures. Everything else is virtually the same all the way around. So we're going to go ahead and end this review. I'll go ahead and have everybody who's involved with this review, all of your channels will be posted in here and here. So subscribe to Magus and Ultra 101. Really cool cats. We also have Chris Mugsfucker in here, and we'll go ahead and put his stuff right there as well. So subscribe to these guys. There's also something I want to mention. Thanks, man.
To say on a closing note, if anybody's interested in a destroyer, go ahead and hit Mugsfucker. He's got one for free. So if you guys need one, go ahead and hit Mugsfucker. He has one he's giving away. So go ahead and hit him and subscribe to him.
Message him right now. Last thing I want to mention. Marvel Fan FBI. He's got a tournament that he's looking to go ahead and start getting into. So you guys, if you want to enter that, look his stuff up. We'll go ahead and put that stuff right there as well. Go ahead and look that up. Ask any type of questions you might have for him. He's still trying to work out the kinks in that. If you want to enter into that tournament he's posting, take advantage of that. It's going to be really fun for everybody. It's pros versus Joes, I guess, if you want to call it. So a lot of the higher end Marvel Legend, well, not necessarily higher end, I guess more experienced Marvel Legends community members against the least experienced community members as far as displays go. So enter that tournament. Let him know that you're interested. That way we can go ahead and try to get that set up ASAP. So subscribe to Marvel Fan FBI, Ultra 101, Mr. Magus, Chris Mugsfucker, and his alternate channel Disbanded Straws. We'll go ahead and have all of these posted on this video. I want to go ahead and end this because we're at 12 minutes now. And we'll get out of here. Peace out.